Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Thanksgiving week. We got a big week in a lot of sports. But tonight, we are on week 13 college football pick'em. This is Coach's Call, week 13 college football pick'em show. We got, of course, Tristan in North Carolina. Kyle is with us in Pennsylvania. Coach JJ in San Antonio. And Donnie Nolan back from Vegas. Hope you got your shots and you're ready to go, Donnie. We got top 25 pick them. We got some really good games here. These are some big ones, probably the biggest one, and we'll get to it. Michigan, Ohio State, Florida State, and we got the Iron Bowl. But guys, we're going to start with the Egg Bowl on Thursday, 6:30. Ole Miss.
Wait a minute.
What?
We're not gonna recap last week.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Oh, can I finish my intro and then we're going to go?
I thought you were jumping on into the Egg Bowl.
No, we're gonna. I'm just doing. I know you've been gone for a week, Donnie.
I know
that's it. I just kind of, I kind of do my thing here, and then we all kind of jump in. I just, getting, getting kind of loose and loosey goosey and all that shit. But guys, you guys listening, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening in. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, hit that bell. That way you get all of our notifications. Thank you. Follow us on Coaches Call Zero on TikTok. Make sure you join us on the Discord. But thank you for joining us week 13 college football pick'em show. We do have some house cleaning to do. Tristan?
There's
Go ahead, sir.
There's a reason Donnie wanted to recap it. All right, so we're gonna start with the worst.
What a cocksucker!
Yeah, I know them. I've only known him for like 2 years now, but you want to talk about an ego?
Oh God! Hey, dude.
Okay.
If you don't think Donnie's good, just ask him, baby. Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna start with the worst. We're gonna go to the best. Y'all should already know who that is. Coach, 8-12. You sucked this week. I came in 4th at 9-11. Kyle, 8-12. JJ, first appearance on the show, 500, 10-10, buddy.
Attaboy.
Attaboy. And then Donnie, 12-8.
Attaboy, Don. Very good. All right, so I'm going to start it with this because me and Coach JJ over here, we started on Friday night, I think, Coach, because everybody was on the Discord. Everybody's on Colorado this, Colorado that. You know what? Screw Colorado. They're fucking horrible. That circus is done. They're over. So I told Coach, I said, hey, what we're going to do, we're going to bet them one game at a time. We'll start with Wazoo. We did. We got Wazoo, and then we came into the morning and said, man, let's just double up our money with Louisville money line. What'd you think? And we did, right? And then we went from Louisville money line. We went to Georgia. Everybody thought, well, Georgia's not going to go. Well, Georgia beat the shit out of that team. And then we took it and we just tripled and went to, the Florida over. So we really did well. But this is why we tell you guys, fade me on my pick'em show. I'm horrible. I mean, it's proven. Fade me. But if you want some winners, come join us on our Discord. Tristan's fixing to put it up here on our YouTube channel. Go in there for free. It's free. Go in there. You don't have to say anything. Go join. I'm on there as coach. Coach Jennings is on there as JJ, Donnie Betts, and Tristan and Kyle. We're all on there. You can see what's going on and listen to all the BS that we've got going on. But we've got some winners over there. Guys, some highs and lows from last week. Anything stick out to you guys? Coach, let's start with you, John. Anything stick out with you from last week? Real quick.
As far as like plays? Just
plays, teams.
Louisville, man. I mean, that was such a big deal, and everybody was against. I mean, and the kicker almost helped all you Miami people out. I mean, missed 3, then goes down there and shanks an extra point. I mean, that's 4 points that should have never been given to Miami, and it's it is what it is. I mean, good coaching, kind of, and good teams overcome, adversity. So
there you go. Donnie, anything you saw last week that hit you?
I actually was in Vegas, but did not bet a single game. I was playing table games and stuff like that. I did get to watch a ton of football, and I will tell you this: I've said it all year. The SEC is the best conference in the nation, and I would put Alabama and Georgia versus anybody else out there.
Amen.
Agree. I
Amen.
agree.
Kyle, did you see anything last week watching these games that really stuck out to you?
The big thing I saw was how about New Mexico State?
Oh,
How about them?
hey, Z called that one.
And how about them?
I mean, that was my upset of the weekend. And you know, and this is another reason to go to the Discord. I have a buddy here, Chase, that he gives me streaks and trends. This week it wasn't that well, but New Mexico State, that makes 8 weeks in a row that they covered. 8 weeks in a row, New Mexico State.
Jerry Kill is the head coach, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's in Minnesota. He knows how to win big games.
They gave him $1.8 million to go into Auburn and beat the shit out of him. Boy, that's awesome. Yeah, great look, Kyle. Tristan?
You know I didn't watch this shit.
Hey, one other thing I'll say, in the dumbest coaching move ever, it's got to be Florida State, right?
Yeah.
I threw Coach Z all the fuck off.
It's hard, Donnie. It's hard to have a conversation right now with this guy over here. So I'm going to let him just edit our shit and make sure it all looks pretty. Okay. Donnie, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I said the dumbest coach has got to be at Florida State right now, right?
Why is that?
Lost his starting quarterback.
Yeah, I mean he's
in a blowout.
He's up shit creek now.
In a blowout, they're blowing him out, and he leaves him in.
That
blown knee. He's gone.
Jordan Travis got hurt in the first quarter.
Yeah. But they were up 14-0. There's no reason for him to be in the game.
They were down.
That's not a blowout.
It wasn't far enough up for me.
Okay. You know, Donnie, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one.
I'm
not taking him out unless I'm up 40. Yeah, now, if it was the fourth quarter and I'm up, 3-4 touchdowns, yeah. I get it.
With 5 minutes left, you got to pull him.
Yeah, you got to pull him. I would too.
I don't know. You don't put your quarterback in a position to get fucking hurt by calling stupid plays like that.
Oh, that's the whole nother conversation.
That's a whole chalk talk conversation.
All right,
Donnie.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Ready.
I'm with you, Donnie. There's a time and place and everything.
Yeah, right.
I think it's one of those freak accidents. Now they still came back and beat them 58-13 or something like that. But is that backup quarterback good enough to beat Florida this week? Which
I am
going to talk about that.
Tate Roadmaker.
Yeah.
13-23, 2 touchdowns, but they're playing what? Who are they playing? South Alabama.
Northern Alabama. I didn't even know they had a football team. That's crazy.
I thought it was only soccer.
Yeah, sure. Me too. That and soccer.
Communist sport, but whatever.
And like wood chucking or what are they? The lumberjack stuff. That's what I thought they did there. Anyway,
cousins.
I tell you, it's still. To me, it's still, and we talked about it before. We're not going to talk about it here, but to me, it's still what's going to happen in the Big Ten.
Correct.
Because I'm going to tell you something. We talked about it in the Chalk Talk. Kurt Ferenz at Iowa is doing one of the best coaching jobs I've seen in a long time. Now, did he screw up recruiting? Maybe, whatever. But he is doing what he has to do to win ball games. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit because it's over and under 26.5 against the mighty Nebraska Matt Rules. But they're a one-loss team going to the Big Ten championship, brother. I mean, I would be worried if I'm at Michigan or Ohio State. That's all I'm saying. So that's what I'm looking at. Well, let's get into it. Thursday, November 23rd, we got number 12 Ole Miss going to Starkville. Davis Wade Stadium. They're going to go to all the cowbells, man. This is the Egg Bowl. This is the big one. This is a big one. Ole Miss -10, over and under 55.5. Mississippi State is 1-6 in the SEC. Ole Miss 5-2. Dart is doing Dart stuff, man. He's still impressive. But can Ole Miss cover 10 points on the road at night on a Thursday, which is Thanksgiving night? Can Ole Miss cover 10? Let's start with you, Kyle. What do you think?
I don't.
I don't think that well, I mean, I think Ole Miss can. That's my mistake. I think Ole Miss can cover 10. Mississippi State, I mean, they're just not a very good team this year. And one, as you said, they've only won one SEC game. Ole Miss also's got revenge on their mind from last year. They lost to Mississippi State probably in a game that they should have won. So that Ole Miss revenge factor, I think Ole Miss is going to walk in there and really take it to them.
And Mississippi State has an interim head coach also.
Yes.
By the way.
Yes, they do.
By the way.
Yep.
Coach, what do you think up there? What do you think about this 10-point spread?
Yeah, I like it. I think they cover. I think I mean, yeah, it's at Mississippi State, but again, interim head coach. I think Lane's got something to prove. I think that they're firing all cylinders. Dart's playing really good football, and Mississippi State doesn't know who they are.
Yeah,
or
correct.
Who's going where. There's guys
Yeah.
thinking about the transfer portal and everything else. So
yeah, I'm going to ask Tristan. I don't know why I'm going to ask him, but I'm going to ask him. What do you think about this 10-point spread at Mississippi State, Tristan?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ole Miss in this one.
I'm not even going to ask why. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah,
Donnie,
okay.
give us your take on this Egg Bowl, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah, the revenge factor is real. The big thing though is the money's showing that Ole Miss is going to be the play. Take them even at Mississippi State at night. I know it's the rivalry and everything, but I'm going to follow the money. I'm taking Ole Miss.
Yeah, it's the Egg Bowl. I love the Egg Bowl. I would usually take in something like this. I would usually take the double-digit dog, but coaching is one thing. You can out-coach another coach. Who's a better coach and all that. But when it comes down to it, it's about the Jimmies and Joes. And I think Ole Miss just has more Jimmies and Joes than Mississippi State.
and a lot of offense. 454 yards of offense. That's what they average. That's 455. I mean, come on. That's a lot of O, bro. So I don't know about the over. What do y'all think about the over under?
Over.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Ole Miss covers the 55 by themselves.
jeez.
I
Well,
think
then,
it could be a
there it
48 game.
It's a what?
I think it could easily be a 48-7 game.
Yeah.
I think the line's right.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think Line's right. I agree.
I like it. Well, let's move on because that's going to be a sleeper. That's going to be a yawner anyway. Friday, TCU 3-5 in the Big 12. Going to number 13, Oklahoma 6-2. Oklahoma's just really, really disappointed me this year. I thought they'd be. It's like they said in that movie Roadhouse. I thought you'd be bigger. But OU -10 at home. TCU coming to them over and under 63.5. Coach, what do you think? What do you think about Oklahoma covering 10?
Ooh, I think so. I mean, Tech put it on TCU. TCU is kind of on a downward spiral, and OU is going to finish at home strong. So I like them to cover, and like them to win the game.
There you go, Kyle. What do you think?
Yeah, I 100% agree with him. I think Oklahoma -10. I think that's too little. I think TCU is just, as he said, I mean, they're on a downward spiral. They have played some good games this year. They have looked not like an awful football team, but I just think Oklahoma had too much. And with the fact that Oklahoma can still make it to the Big 12 championship game, I think it's a big factor and why they play well.
Yeah,
so I think Oklahoma's got this one -10.
Well, let's go to the biggest Dylan Gabriel hater on the board right now. Tristan, what do you think about this line?
And is he going to play? Maybe.
Oh, there we go. Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Oklahoma. I think they just got too many horses.
Donnie, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, it's Oklahoma all the way. TCU really fell off the wagon from last year. We talked about it early in the very first. I said that they were going to be bad, but I didn't know they'd be this bad. They're just not looking good.
Yeah. Give me Oklahoma -10. Well, I'm going to buy a half a point just in case. Take it to 9.5. But, yeah, give me Oklahoma to cover. And then here's the one right here at 11. Number 16, Iowa, Nebraska. We have made a lot of money on these unders, and people are scared to bet it.
We're going to do it again.
They've set records. They've set records on how low you can score and win ball games. Dude, it's Iowa, number 16 at Nebraska. Nebraska's a 2.5-point favorite. How that happens, I don't know. The over and under is 26.5. You know, I'm already betting the 26 and under 26.5. But why in the hell is Nebraska a 2.5-point favorite? Donnie, let's start with you. I know you've been looking at this.
I don't know why Nebraska's a 2.5-point favorite. Makes no sense to me. But there's a lot of things that don't make sense to me in this world. Why is Joe Biden president? I don't know.
Oh,
That
God,
said,
man.
give me Iowa.
There you go. Coach, what do you think?
He's gonna make me laugh, dude. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking money line Iowa, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, it's I know, Tristan's Matt Rule is the head coach, and that's a big deal for him. But for me, with Iowa being, I mean, if you look at their defense, man, like for one, they're number 7 in the nation in Power 5 conference, but realistically, if you take out South Alabama and Mexico State, you take out, Ohio, they're 3rd in the nation on defense. And they play complete football without the offense, but they always find a way to win. And, that's that used to be one of our slogans. Like, we had to drag their ass to victory. We have to drag their ass to victory on defense, whatever, special teams, whatnot. But they're going to find a way to win this game. They're going to find a way to win this game. They're going to beat the shit out of Nebraska. And I would go 7.
Oh, I like it. I like that. That was our motto, Coach, is we're going to drag their ass to victory, whatever it takes. And it seems like that's what they're doing. Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, no. So Iowa, I mean, I have no idea why Nebraska's favored. I mean, that makes zero sense. The only reason I could think of that is the fact that Iowa's already in the Big Ten championship game, and maybe they think they're going to rest their starters. Although, I mean, Iowa's offense is already on their backups to begin with. So, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, it's Iowa, and there's no reason Nebraska should be favored. Iowa all the way.
Tristan, let's just go and do it.
I mean, I mean, you look at I've watched a couple Nebraska games this year. Don't ask me why, but their quarterback play alone is going to lose this game. So give me Iowa.
I think he loves Matt Rule.
I love defense. That's what I'm all about. That's in my blood. I love the way it is. I love the toughness. I love the emotion that they got last week. I'm with you, Coach. Give me Iowa money line and the under. And then this is a big one for me now because this guy right here, Coach Traylor at UTSA.
I got to be last on this one.
Yeah, I got you. This is a big one for me, man. I mean, I'm going to root for them. I don't know that I could bet this, but UTSA is going to Tulane. Tulane's pretty good. I think they're pretty good on at home. Not very good on the road. But Tulane is 7-0. UTSA is 7-0. They're going to Tulane. Tulane's a 3.5-point favorite. Donnie, let's start with you. What do you think about this game?
I think UTSA goes in and upsets them. I'm not a Tulane person. I haven't bet them all year. I think when they were undefeated and talking trash, I did bet against them and won that one. I think they were 7-0 or something at the time. But yeah, I don't think Tulane's that good. I think they've just had some balls bounce their way, and I think they've had some easy matchups. So give me UTSA.
There you go. Tristan, what do you think?
Give me Frank Harris and the UTSA Roadrunners.
There we go. Kyle, what do you think about this one?
This Tulane team has been flirting with danger all season long. I mean, they have been flirting with danger all season long. There's a lot of games that you could point out that maybe they could have lost. But Tulane at home, Tulane plays really, really well at home. I know UTSA's got the team. I know they have the team to go in there and upset them, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Michael Pratt's going to show up. I think that offense is going to be able to carry him to a victory. Give me Tulane.
Oh, okay. John, you're going to go last. You're going to leave it to me for right now. I'm looking through my notes now because Tulane had a streak that we bet, and I think Tulane against the spread wasn't worth a shit. Plus, I'm rooting for UTSA. So give me UTSA plus 3.5. Plus 3.5 at Tulane. John, take it away.
Yeah, Tulane is tough. And, what you have there is you have UTSA versus Tulane, right? The winner of these two are going to play SMU. right, for the championship. And there's a lot on the line here, right? You got the head coach who could potentially be the new head coach for the Aggies in a couple of weeks. And this is a big game for him. This is a big game for his staff. And he's very loyal to that staff. And he's going to try to take those guys with him if he does win. I guarantee you that. He's that type of guy. But on the other end, man, Tulane is explosive. Their quarterback is really, 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 really talented. I'm not saying UTSA's isn't. I don't know if you look at the special team stats and things like that, but their returners are phenomenal. They have kick returners that, I mean, it's 38. They're ripping off 38 and 40-yard returns. And when you get into that type of field position, Coach, you know this. Like when your offense is starting on the 40, 45, I mean, their chances of scoring are very, very, very big. When you're backed up within the 20, right, it's like a 20 and whatever, 1 in 20 chance to score versus a 1 in 8 chance to score, right? So that's a problem for UTSA. So, I mean, they've really got to do a great job of stopping those returners. But, I mean, they're going into Tulane, the Green Wave. Man, it's going to be hard to overcome. So, in my opinion, it's all about the Road Runners, baby. Let's go. Harris, money line, call it now.
I love it. Let's go. Road Runners, baby. Road Runners on the road, and then they're going to meet SMU. Come on, Trevor. You can do this, baby. Dude, Missouri. Number 9, Missouri. After that, number 9, Missouri is going to Arkansas. Missouri's a 7.5-point favorite, 54.5. Total on this. Missouri's 5-2. Arkansas's 1-6. They gave their coach a contract extension, so Arkansas is going to keep their coach. So let's not shit the bed quite yet. But Missouri's looked good. They've looked good for Missouri. I don't know. What do you think about 7.5 points, Donnie?
Yeah, it's not enough points. Well, real simple. It's just not enough points. Give me Missouri by murder. They'll win by 21.
Okay, Kyle?
You know how much I love Missouri, Coach. I've loved this team all season long. I love Brady Cook. I love what they're doing. But I will say, Arkansas is not that bad of a team. Their record doesn't show what they've been able to do this year. The very beginning of the season, I think they lost the 4 games by a combined 10 points. Like they're not a bad team at all. But like he said, 7.5 is just not too much on this Missouri team. Give me Missouri.
There you go. Tristan?
I'm on Arkansas in this one. I've watched a couple Arkansas games this year, and I agree with what Kyle said. They're not a good football team, but they're not as bad as their record shows. They've been in a bunch of games this year, and I think that their quarterback is like an offensive lineman back there running around playing quarterback, and he's hard to tackle. He's good on the run. So give me Arkansas.
He's a big son of a bitch, dude. The total's only 54.5. Coach Jennings, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you guys as far as Missouri. I think Missouri covers. I might 5, half a point, just keep it at 7. But I like Missouri, and I think that Cook's playing well. But I'm with whoever made the comment. They're playing Danny DeVito's son at quarterback. So yeah, Missouri.
This is one of those situations. I say it every year we've been doing these. The last couple of years I've been doing this podcast. It's just one of those situations where, Missouri's coming off of a big win at home, a couple big wins at home, impressive wins. Everybody loves them. Arkansas 1-6. I mean, I look at Arkansas the way I look at my Aggies. My Aggies are a dumpster fire, but you can't beat us by more than a touchdown. Like we only lose by 6 points, by 7 points, by 3 points. We're not a dumpster fire. We just can't get the big win. Arkansas is doing the same thing. I'm looking at this way. I'm looking at a letdown spot for Missouri. Arkansas has absolutely nothing to fucking lose at all. I like 7.5 points, especially with the line being at 54.5. Give me Arkansas on this one, plus 7.5. I'm going to go against the current and take Arky plus 7.5. And then, we talked about this in our Chalk Talk game. Texas Tech, Coach, that's your alma mater. where you cut your teeth. You coached over there. You know everything about it. They're 5-3 in the Big 12. They're going to number 7, Texas. Texas went from a 9.5-point favorite to a 12.5-point favorite. Texas at home minus 12.5 at night. Donnie, what do you think about Texas Tech? 12.5.
Talk about a sleeper. I mean, that Texas Tech is going to get boat raced so bad, you're going to go to bed by halftime. Give me Texas, as Tristan says, by murder.
Okay. If you go to bed by halftime, you're not drinking enough beer. Kyle, what do you think about this game?
100% agree with Donnie. It's Texas by murder. If this game is at Texas Tech, it's a completely different story, but it's not. It's at Texas. Texas Tech doesn't stand a chance.
Tristan.
Texas.
There you go. Coach, we talked about the revenge angle. We talked about they got beat last year at Tech. We talked about the commissioner talking shit about Texas for leaving. All this stuff. They got bulletin board material. Texas has a chance to win the conference championship, and then they got a chance to make, the Final Four. What do you think about 12.5? Is that enough?
Yeah, too much to lose. And it pains me to say this, obviously, but Texas covers, and I don't know if it's 12.5, and I hope it's not, and I won't bet on this game just because I won't be able to enjoy watching it.
Right.
But we've never done well, man. We've never done well since, bro. Like since I was a student assistant in 1999. We've never done well at Texas.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what squad we had, whether we had Crabtree and Harrell, whether we had Kingsbury at quarterback, whether we had whoever, didn't matter. Wes Welker, we could just never pull it off at Texas. If it was in Lubbock, I would have a different thought. But yeah, I mean, I say Texas covers and I say Texas wins. And again, it pains me to say that, and I apologize to any Texas Tech fans.
Yeah, I'm going to take Texas first half, and I'm going to take them for the game. I just think they come out fired up. I think it's going to be one of those nights. Everybody's going to be there. It's the day after Thanksgiving, so students going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. It's going to be electric. I like Texas first half, and I like Texas minus the 12.5. I'm not going to buy any points, and we're just going to keep rolling. I already bet them minus 9.5 a couple days ago. So, 12.5. Let's go. I'm not going to say hook 'em horns because screw them. I still don't like them. All right, next, Penn State, Michigan State, number 11. Penn State, another team kind of like OU, just a real letdown. That Alar, I don't even know the guy's name. That quarterback, he's got the numbers, but he's just a dumpster fire. They're going to Michigan State. Michigan State completely off the rails. PSU minus 21 at Michigan State at night. Over and under 42.5. Donnie, can Michigan State cover 21?
I don't think so. I don't see Michigan State able to score enough to get to that. Their only way to cover this is hope to hold Penn State to under 30, and that way they can keep it within 2 field goals or something. But no, I think Penn State covers. I think they cover by 30.
Kyle, should we even ask?
Oh yeah, I mean Michigan State's a dumpster fire. The Penn State offense is also a dumpster fire, but I mean, Michigan State is just so much worse. It's Penn State here by a mile.
Tristan?
Penn State's not playing a good team, so they'll blow them out.
Coach?
I don't like James Franklin.
Neither do I.
That makes 2 of us.
Neither do I. Come home, Matt Rule. Come home, please.
Yeah, that'll make it fucking
better. I don't see 21, bro. Not at Michigan State. I know it's the last game of the season, though. I don't see it happening. I'm taking Michigan State. Now Penn State's going to win.
Yeah,
but I'm taking Michigan State.
I like it.
Yeah, I hate this game. Both teams.
I hate it too. It's terrible.
Yeah, but I just can't. I mean, Michigan State's such a dumpster fire, yet I don't think this quarterback will allow them to beat anybody by 21. I'm going to take the dumpster fire plus 21, probably by a point to 21.5. Give me Michigan State to cover the double digits at home last game of the year. And then we're going to Oregon State, Oregon. Man, this one's interesting. nobody really gave Oregon State a shot last week. Oregon probably playing
did.
what do you say, Tristan?
I did. I thought they were going to win.
Oh, I didn't even think
So
you
did
watched
I.
this college stuff. Oregon State, Oregon State coming off a good win. Dude, Oregon's playing good ball. I like everything about Oregon. I mean, I think Coach, you said it yourself. I mean, all the phases and all that. I just think they're playing really good ball. But can they cover 13.5 at home? Over and under 62.5. Number 6 Oregon is hosting number 11 Oregon State. Is 13.5 enough, Donnie?
This is a really tight line. I think this is a 14-point game, but it could easily be an 11 or a 17-point game. So it's a tough call on this one. I want to take Oregon State just because I think the hype factor, but Oregon's just a better team on paper, and I'm going to take Oregon.
Kyle, what do you think, buddy?
Man, am I ever going to get a lot of shit for this.
No, you won't.
Hear me out when I say this, all right? Last year, Oregon lost 2 games to Washington, to Oregon State. They lost those games because Mr. Lanning went for it on 4th down multiple times when he shouldn't have. Fast forward to this year, Oregon has 1 loss to Washington. Guess why they lost?
4th down.
They went for it on 4th down. Dan Lanning has not showed me he has learned from his mistakes yet. Oregon State is going to walk into Oregon and win.
Holy shit. Calling the upset.
I love that shit.
Holy shit. Right here. Coach's call on tap. Week 13. You guys hit that like button. Even if you don't like what he said, and comment. Tell Kyle he's full of shit. Tell him he got his back. But wow, this is like could be the biggest upset of this decade if this happens, in my opinion. Kyle, I love the take on that. Tristan.
I don't agree that they're going to win, but they're definitely covering. The reason I think they're going to cover is because this might be the last time Oregon and Oregon State play for a really, really, really long time. I caught that on the Barstool podcast because I guess the Pac-12 is disbanding, yada, yada, yada. This could be the last big rivalry game we get between these two, and I think we get a good-ass football game.
I'm glad you said that. Coach, I'm going to go to you next. This is smelling to me like the Oklahoma State, Oklahoma last Bedlam game where Okie State beat the shit out of Oklahoma and then can't win another game. Do you think Oregon covers 13.5, Coach?
Oh, I hate this game, but I love it at the same time. So, man, I really think Oregon State gives them a fit. Now, I'll probably buy 1.5, but I would say Oregon wins, but they don't win. They don't win by 14.
This game is in Eugene. It's not in Corvallis.
Yep.
Huge difference. Huge
But
difference.
it's a lot. It could.
I understand.
potentially be us.
I understand. Oregon lost at Washington, not in Eugene. Is this going to be a good game, a tight game all the way through? 100%. I really do think so. But I think in the end, Oregon is going to give me a backdoor cover. Give me Oregon minus 13.5. They've got more to play for. Like Donnie said, they're better team on paper, but they're a better team on the field too. And I don't think Lanning's going to have to worry about that 4th down. So give me Oregon.
Is that Mimo?
I think Mimo's going to leave the back door open again and let Oregon cover the 13.5 points. But I think it's going to be a good game all the way through. I think it's going to be a 7-point game all the way through. Don't get me wrong. I just think there in the end, Oregon's going to hit a big one. And what's his name? Nix is just going to solidify. He's one of the top 3 for the Heisman. Now the big one. What do they call Michigan Stadium? It's the Horseshoe is Ohio State, right? The big house. The big house. Yeah. The big house. All right. We got the Michigan the Michigan Wolverines. Number 3, the Michigan Wolverines hosting Ohio State. Ohio State's number 2, Michigan number 3. Both undefeated. Michigan's a 3-point favorite, 46.5, over and under. This is huge game all the way around. Donnie, what do you think about this?
This game is the game of the year that we've seen so far. I think that with all the stuff that's going on at Michigan, that team's going to be so hyped. That place is going to be rowdy. It's called the Big House because it is the biggest house in the nation. It is going to be insane. And they hate Ohio State. Hate them with a passion. They're going to bring out all the stops. I think the over is the play, but give me Michigan.
Okay. Michigan -3. Kyle, what do you think?
I'm the opposite of Donnie here. I think this is a defensive battle. I like the under in this one, actually. I think this is a defensive stout. And right now, I think Ohio State's defense is the number one defense in all of college football. I think Ohio State's offense is clicking on better cylinders than Michigan's offense right now.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to let you finish. You said Ohio State's the best defense in college football.
I do.
Yeah,
I stand by
okay.
that.
Okay.
I stand
that's
by
not
that.
right. That's
Cool.
not right.
Cool. Look,
I stand by it. I
all
do.
right. Go ahead, finish, Kyle.
Oh,
I like it.
I will. Yep. So I think Ohio State and Ryan Day is finally gonna do it. I think they're gonna walk into Michigan and win. And I think it's gonna be all because of that defense.
Ohio
I think you're
State
gonna see a
money
late
line.
defensive turnover that leads to a score that wins them the game.
Ohio State money line. I like it. Tristan?
Give me Michigan. I think those boys are going to come to play. I think letting Harbaugh go for those 3 games is going to just make them play harder. Give me Michigan.
All right, Coach. Lay it on us.
a couple of things.
Tell us how you
So-
hate this game.
Yeah, I do hate this game. I like Michigan. Let me start with that. I like Michigan. I don't think the Harbaugh thing matters. I think he has systems in place and things click the way they click, and they operate the way they operate with or without him physically there, right? Michigan gives up 234.8 yards of offense. Ohio State gives up 253 yards of offense per game. So Michigan is the better defense. And if you look at run defense, Michigan's the better defense. Now, I heard a stat today, and it was on Sirius, XM radio, college football, whatever. The last 21 years, the team that has rushed for the most yards has won the football game in the last 21 years. The better rushing offense is Michigan. So I'm taking Michigan. And I might buy a point, but I'm taking Michigan for the win.
Oh, okay. Donnie McCarthy's the one that he's the one that's really stopping me from betting Michigan. He's going to have to throw the ball, and I don't trust it. I think if you're going to give me a running back in the Big Ten, give me that Corum kid. I love the way he runs. That fun kid is solid. Yeah.
I got
Go
one
ahead,
more
Coach.
thing. I forgot to. I failed to mention, and I had it prepared. Okay, the other thing, Coach, and this is me and you and whoever knows about it, right? The other thing, if you really look at them offensively, what do? 21 personnel is huge, right?
Yep.
Okay, they're going to get into 12 personnel. Okay, they're going to get into 13 personnel. They're going to go tight end, tackle over with a tight end wing.
Yep.
And they're going to create surfaces that you're not going to be able to freaking defend, or you better get your ass in the box. And when you do that, all of a sudden they're going to get thrown over the top, right? It's kind of like Navy and Army and all that shit. You got to have so many people dedicated to the second level that all of a sudden it gets thrown over the top of you.
Yeah,
So
there's gonna
that's
be
going to
18 people in
happen.
the
Not to
fucking
mention
box.
that, can your ass get aligned to that, right?
Yeah.
That's an issue. You and I know that's an issue
Yeah.
as well. Right? When you start creating those 5-6 man surfaces,
If they start going turbo and shit,
and then you overload that way, then they just come back the other way, right? And so if they're able to pound the rock like that with those surfaces, man, like you're in a fucking bind.
if they can stay in front of the chains, I think they can do it.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
got-
I think
no
this
doubt.
is a big
They got to stay ahead
game.
of schedule.
Yeah, you got to stay ahead of schedule. You got to stay ahead of the chains. I mean, 3 points is 3 points. You know what, guys? I do think McCarthy's it's my thing. I think he's going to make enough mistakes where Ohio State's going to beat him. I'm going to take Ohio State on the money line. I know. I'm with you, Coach. I agree with everything you say. But if they do that consistently, then Michigan wins by 20. I don't think that's the case. I think Ohio State has enough shit in their neck that they can go in there and get her done. I'll take them on the money line. I don't think Michigan covers the 3, though. If they win by less than that. Number 11, Kentucky. Kentucky goes to number 10, Louisville. Louisville is 7-point favorite at home. Donnie, real quick, what do you think about this game?
We've talked about Kentucky all year, and we've talked about Louisville all year. Louisville's been a very good surprise for everybody. We thought Kentucky would be better than they have been. That said, this is the SEC versus whatever the freaking Louisville is, the
ACC,
Midwest,
I think.
AC.
Big 10, Big 8, I don't know.
It's the R2D2 league for football. It's a bunch of little boys. As Tristan says, LeBron is going to come in Kentucky and he's going to say, "Hey, too small. Give me Kentucky."
I like it. Kyle, what do you think?
I think this Louisville team, they just week in and week out, they're just finding ways to win. They really are. They've escaped multiple games. They've escaped multiple games by 7 points or less. Now, I will say Louisville has not beaten Kentucky in 5 years. I believe it's 5 years, if I remember correctly from what I looked up earlier. So, Kentucky's home, right?
No, they're on the road.
On the road. Okay. On the road, I think Louisville just finds another way. They keep finding ways to win, and I think Louisville just finds another way to win a 7-point game.
I can see that. Tristan, what do you think?
I got Kentucky in Louisville by a field goal, so Kentucky covers. Donnie, who did you have? Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Yeah. Right. Hey, Coach, I got the Bob Stoops effect here. I got defense wins championships. Defense takes care of it. Kentucky's gonna be prepared. Kentucky knows what they're gonna do. Kentucky's good enough to beat these guys. Give me Kentucky on the money line here. What do you got, Coach?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Kentucky, but Louisville to win. So I think the line should be more like 4.
Okay, that's fair enough. My Aggies are going to LSU. They're going to Death Valley. Thank goodness it's early in the morning. If this was at night, this one could get ugly. But it's in the morning. It's early in the morning. A&M 4-3 in the SEC. LSU 5-2. They're saying Daniels is the Heisman front runner. Didn't see that, but LSU's favored by 11.5, over and under 66.5. I'm going to tell you right now, I got my Aggies to cover this. LSU is not 12 points better than A&M. I don't give a shit who they say. I don't give a shit who coaches A&M. Our guys are flying high. There's a little breath of fresh air. I like A&M to cover my 11.5. Donnie, go ahead.
I mean, I'm glad there's a breath of fresh air, but you're going to New Orleans where the air stinks. So,
well, it's Baton Rouge actually, so it's about 4 hours away. But yeah,
Louisiana, it's all the same. It's a dirty place down there, and they love it. They just pigs in their slop, just flopping around. I think LSU covers this. As you said, Daniels is a front runner, and while he's a front runner, it's basically a lot of hype coming out of the SEC. But look for our good old friend, the coach of LSU, to try to really pump numbers up. He's going to throw the ball a lot. He's going to give Daniels the most opportunities, because then he has something to ride his hat on that his players didn't screw up the game.
That's what I like about it. And also, since you got LSU in the middle, I'll tell you another prop bet that I like is my Aggies to score 2 defensive touchdowns in this game, because he's going to be doing all that shit. I like it. My Aggie defense is pretty fucking good. I'm telling you. They just are. I like 2 defensive touchdowns, but I'm with you, Donnie. I could see that, brother. I could see that. Kyle, what do you think?
I like LSU in this one, only not because LSU is home, but just because of what happened last year with LSU and Texas A&M. LSU got embarrassed by Texas A&M last year. in a game where LSU should have won. I think the revenge factor here for LSU is what's going to really carry them to cover this spread. I think they're going to do their best to try and run up that score as high as they possibly can against the Aggies. So give me LSU.
They scored 21 if that's going to be run up. Go ahead, Tristan. What do you got?
Are you gonna give a comment after everybody picks
Yep,
LSU?
goddamn right. This is my team right here.
I got LSU.
All right, JJ, coach.
All right, so yeah.
Do it, JJ.
Just say it, coach.
Yeah, just say it.
You're not hurting my feelings.
Just say it.
Am's gonna get beat, bro. Hey,
By more than 11 and a half.
LSU has the best overall offense in all of college football. A&M's the 13th best defense in all of college football. They're going to Tiger Stadium, which you know how hard it is. Doesn't matter day or night. I know it's harder at night. I get that. But I just don't see it happening. And I see 11 and a half. I kind of see it being about right, bro.
I got you. All right, we'll see you next week. Giga Mag.
Sorry, man.
At 2:30, number 8, Alabama going to Auburn, do the Iron Bowl. 14 and a half. Auburn just got beat by a Division III school, and they just made $1.8 million. Embarrassed their ass.
Terrible.
14 and a half. Alabama's going to them at 2:30. Donnie, go ahead and tell us that that's not enough points.
Boy, that looks like a trap line to me. It really does.
I'll tell you this. I'll go first. Give me Auburn to cover the 14 and a half at home against Bama. Now you go.
It looks like a trap line. It smells like a trap line. It probably tastes like a trap line. That said, that's not enough. Give me Alabama.
Kyle.
Yeah, no, this is fishy. I mean, this is really, really fishy. I feel like after
Do you like fish, Kyle? Are you a fish eater?
No. I like
Okay.
shrimp. I like shrimp and crab. Don't like
Okay,
fish.
there
No.
I had crabs once, but I got rid of them. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So it's fishy, man. Because I mean, when Auburn just loses at home like that last week, and Alabama is just murdering teams left and right now, they're playing their best football of the season. For it to be only be 14 and a half, I mean, my best advice would be stay away from this game. Like, just stay away.
Right.
Save yourself, but I mean, I have to pick Alabama. You just can't. I get the Iron Bowl. It's the Iron Bowl. It's always going to be close. The last few years, Alabama was supposed to blow out Auburn, and they didn't blow out Auburn. But I just got to take Alabama. I really do. They're playing too good right now. They're playing. I don't blame you.
And I'm really rooting for Alabama because I want to see them in the Final Four. Donnie, I mean, me and you are the same way. We want Georgia and Alabama in there. I mean, come on, it's SEC. Go ahead,
Tristan.
Tristan.
Rooting for Texas Tech then.
I'm gonna take Auburn. I mean, you get beat by a third world country school, and then you turn around, you're only a touchdown dog to one of the best teams in the nation right now. I don't like it. Give me Auburn.
All right, coach.
Bama. 14 and a half. I wish it was more like 14 or 13 and a half, but I'll take it. I'll take Bama to cover. Milroe. They have too much to lose, and they need to make a statement.
All right, let's run. We're running out of time. Let's run through this kind of quick, guys. Let's get to Arizona State. Arizona minus 10 and a half. Give me the winners real quick. We got. I do want to talk about Florida State, Florida, Clemson. Hold on, and North Carolina State there at the end, just because. But let's run through some winners real quick. Arizona State, Arizona minus 10 and a half. Donnie, what do you got?
Arizona.
Kyle.
Arizona by murder.
Tristan.
Arizona.
I love this Arizona team. 10 and a half is not enough. Coach.
Arizona.
There we go. BYU at number 20, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's still in the top 20. How the fuck does that happen? Oklahoma State minus 17 at home against BYU. Donnie.
BYU.
Kyle.
BYU to cover, Oklahoma State to win.
Tristan.
BYU, baby.
Coach.
BYU to cover, Oklahoma State to win.
Clean sweep, BYU to cover 17 points. Vandy at number 21, Tennessee. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Tennessee's a 27-point favorite Donnie, let's go. Let's go. Can Vandy do it?
No, just no. Take
Okay.
the over. Take Tennessee. They'll score 60 by themselves.
I got you, Kyle.
Well, just for fun, give me Vanderbilt. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Just for
Nah,
fun.
you better
Give
put
me
some money on it
Vanderbilt.
then, boy. All right, Tristan, what do you think?
Give me Vandy.
I like it. Good, Coach.
Nah. Okay. Yeah. Tennessee.
Yeah, I like Tennessee's a lot of points. Give me Tennessee. I probably won't bet it, but I will bet
And
the
it's
over,
a
Donnie.
Tennessee issue. So
Yeah, I love the over, Donnie. I like your take on that. Number 25, Liberty at UTEP. Liberty 16.5. Liberty 7-0. UTEP 2-5. Donnie, what do you think?
I'll take Liberty.
I'll take Liberty too. It's a midday game. There'll be 300 people in the stands. Give me Liberty minus 16.5. Kyle,
Liberty by murder.
Tristan.
I didn't even know this was the top 25 game. It was
I didn't either.
Don't
Yeah,
say
just-
UTEP.
Just give me Liberty.
There you go,
Don't say you too.
Coach.
I have no opinion on this game.
I refuse. Pick
Yeah,
one.
I'm giving you Liberty.
Yeah, give them Liberty.
No, I pass.
All right,
Don't count it.
3:00. Washington State at number 4. Washington 2-6 versus 8-0. Washington's a 16.5 point favorite at home. Donnie, go.
I'll take Washington.
Okay, Kyle.
This is the last Apple Cup, but Washington State, I mean, they're just not playing like they were at the beginning of the season. Give me Washington.
Tristan.
Washington State.
Coach.
Washington State finds a way, baby.
Yeah.
like it.
They're
I
not
like
gonna
Washington.
They're not going to win it.
No,
They
you're
may,
right.
but they're going to cover.
I like Washington State. It's that last hurrah. Give me Washington State plus 16.5. Florida State at Florida. New quarterback at Florida State. FSU is only a 6.5 point favorite.
Graham Mertz
Florida.
is out for the year, just so everybody knows. Go.
What?
All right.
Yeah,
Both-
broke his collarbone.
Yep.
Both starting
Yeah.
quarterbacks are out.
That's-
So for definitely
okay.
we're going to
That
go.
changes everything. Yeah.
Definitely we're going to go under 50.5, Donnie. In
Yeah,
this game.
under-
Go ahead. You
under-
start. You start. It's Florida State minus 6.5.
I still think the over's in play. Actually,
Really?
I think the Gators chomp on this.
Well, okay. Talk to me about the. Let's pump the brakes here a little bit. I want to talk about this total because Florida State has covered in 9. Florida State games have covered 9 overs in a row now.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, now it's 50.5. Both quarterbacks are out. You still like the over, Don?
Still like the over. Both quarterbacks are out, but both teams want to get that. I mean, Florida's got to. They don't like Florida State after last year and every year. That's their game every year. They don't care about the Red River rivalry or the
Yeah.
Florida's Southern Georgia line. They want to beat Florida State, and then life is fun. So I think the over's in play just because Florida doesn't have a good defense, and I'm not sold on Florida State's defense at all.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Give it 2 years, Coach Jennings. Give Florida a couple of years, maybe even next year. All those 7 or 8 freshmen they're playing, they look pretty good. I'm with you. Let's take the over on that. Give me Florida on the upset money line, please. Kyle, go ahead.
I'll be completely honest with you. I have no idea what's going to happen in this game.
guess.
Absolutely no clue what's going to happen in this game whatsoever. Just give me the SEC school. Give me Florida because Florida's home, right?
Yeah.
He's learning,
Yeah.
Donnie.
Give me
He's learning,
Florida.
Donnie. Did you hear that?
Yep.
He's learning. We're converting this some bitch. Tristan, what do you think?
Florida simply because it's in the swamp at 7:00 at night.
Yes, sir. Good call. John Jennings.
Now that I know the Florida quarterback's out, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Jordan Travis has actually had Travis is down, but Rodemaker's had playing time. He was
Yeah.
touchdowns, and he's been a 4th year. He's been in the program for 4 years. He's a coach's son. I'm taking Florida State. No.
There you go. That's all right. Go against the current.
Yeah,
in here.
don't-
That's
don't-
fine.
Don't get upset at us. Just take Florida
water's
State. That's
warm.
all
Jump
good.
your ass in there. Come on.
Take
We're,
State donation.
we're all skinny dipping in this motherfucker. Let's go, Jack.
Maybe.
All right, another one. We got number 18, Notre Dame going to Stanford. Stanford biggest win was against the Circus of Colorado. Notre Dame 26. minus 26. Donnie, what do you think, real quick?
Notre Dame by murder. Give me Notre Dame.
Kyle?
Stanford's a joke to college football. Give me Notre Dame.
Oh, that hurt. Tristan.
Notre Dame.
God damn, Kyle. Coach, what do you think?
26, right?
26, yeah.
It's too many points, and Notre Dame just thinks they're going to walk in there and I'll take Stanford, but Notre Dame's going to win. I like more like 24, 23.
Yeah. I love jokes. I go to comedy clubs all the time. Give me Stanford plus 26. 6:30 at night. I love that, Kyle. You're fucking hilarious. 6:30 at night, Georgia going to Georgia Tech. This is the state rivalry right here. Georgia minus 24. Come on, Donnie.
I don't know that they could. I think they win by 40.
Yeah.
Kyle?
I wish Georgia would play the backup so this game would be entertaining. I mean, this is Georgia by 50.
Dude, their backups are as good as their starters. It's all the same shit. Tristan, what do you think?
Georgia.
Coach?
Georgia Tech.
Don't you fucking do it.
Georgia Tech.
Oh, my
he did
Lord.
Georgia Tech. He did Georgia Tech.
Now, Georgia's going to win, but Georgia Tech.
I need an explanation on this one. I got to hear this.
Oh, it's a rivalry. It's at Georgia Tech, and you got to face that fucking offense. And Coach knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. Just like I was trying to explain to you guys about the 13, 12 personnel, 21 personnel.
It's different. If they could keep it under the 60, Georgia Tech has a chance, but oh, damn it.
Take that
24
SEC
I
school.
threw a wrench in your shit, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's true. 24.
Bowers came back last week and just
A
made
lot of points, Coach. They're going to keep the offense off.
What'd you say, Donnie?
I said Bowers coming back last week just made the team look so much better.
Yeah, I know. I can't do it, man. Give me Georgia minus 24. God dang it. Clemson number 24 at South Carolina. Clemson's only a 7-point favorite. Are they for real, Donnie?
I'm going to take South Carolina on this, and I like a little sprinkle on the money line.
Talk to me, Kyle.
I said this last week. That man lit a fire under Dabo. Clemson's playing too good right now. Give me Clemson.
Tristan?
Clemson, I guess.
Coach?
I fucking hate Clemson, but yes, I'll take Clemson.
Yeah, give me Rattler is going to destroy these motherfuckers.
I hope
Give me the
you're
money
right.
line. Give me South Carolina
right.
money line. South Carolina money line, Donnie. Let's get it. Iowa State, man. God dang it. They were so close yet so far away. At number 19, K-State. K-State, 9.5-point favorite. Letdown spot for me on Iowa State. Give me K-State to cover the 9.5. Donnie, go ahead.
I'm going to take Iowa State to cover.
Oh, shit. Okay. Kyle?
Kansas State plays extremely well at home. I think Kansas State's going to win this one by 14.
At night in Manhattan, there's going to be fog rolling in about the third quarter ball game. Tristan, what do you think?
Iowa State.
John, you know what I'm talking about, John. You
I
coached
do,
at that
but
motherfucker, boy.
I just think it's bounce back time. Iowa State. I'll take Iowa State. Now, Kansas State will win. Iowa State.
Okay, so you got Iowa State. You got Iowa State plus 9.5.
I got Iowa State plus 9.5. Kansas State wins.
All right. Last one of the night, North Carolina. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Boy, we thought these guys, I think Tristan had a $1,000 future bet on these guys.
No, I did not. No, I did.
We got North Carolina, who's not even ranked anymore. They still have that quarterback that is supposed to win the Heisman. At number 22, North Carolina State. UNC is a 2.5-point favorite. I'll tell you right now, give me North Carolina State on the money line. Kyle, go.
I hate Brennan Armstrong. I don't think he's a good quarterback at all, but I do think North Carolina State's going to pull it out. I think they're going to win.
Donnie?
North Carolina by murder. I think they just destroyed North Carolina.
Are you
They just
drinking,
match up
Donnie?
too well, position to position. They match up very well versus this team.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm drinking water.
Okay.
I haven't had an alcoholic drink since Vegas.
Oh, okay. Good for you. Well, you maybe need to start drinking.
So 2 days ago, give me North Carolina.
Oh gosh, donation, Coach. What do you think?
North Carolina State, baby.
Yeah, I like it.
Vegas State.
They're playing good ball. I like them at home. Guys, anything else you want to add? I know we ran a little late, but there's a lot of games.
No.
Anything you want to add? Tristan,
Nope, I'm good.
Donnie,
Peace out.
Kyle.
We are Penn State.
All right, I'm just going to end it on that. This is Coach's Call on Tap.
No más.
Week 13 pick'em. Thanks for showing up. Like, comment, share. Hit that like button, please. Please hit that like button. Go join us on the Discord. Until next week, I hope all your tickets cash. Adios.